Hey guys, this is Dalena with Mr. Sewing Machine, and welcome to Stitch It. Today we're going to be stitching a zipper. So with zippers, well, I know that it's going to be really complicated, but don't worry, I promise by the end of this video, you'll be stitching like a pro. The either side of the zipper itself is going to be the zipper tape. The zipper pull right here is what you pull on. That goes along the zipper teeth. Now, whenever you are stitching it, what you want to do is put the edge of your zipper tape along the edge of your fabric, upside down, of course, and you'll see why in a minute once we actually stitch it. So here you want your zipper pull to be at the top of your fabric. Of course, if you have seam allowance up here, then you would want the top of your zipper pull to be right at that seam line, not at the edge of the fabric, so that you can finish it nicely on all of your garments. So now let's go ahead and pin it. As you're pinning it, I always like to do right to left. That way it's easy to pull out the pins whenever you are stitching it. So we'll put one there. We'll put another one here. And then we'll go ahead and put one towards the end. So it's going to look just like that. Now, before you stitch it, you're going to want to change to a zipper foot. Here is one for our Baby Lock machines. The zipper foot is going to have two sides typically so that you can sew on either side of the zipper really easily along the teeth. First, we're going to unzip by pulling on the zipper pull back here. We're going to do it near the end. We keep this side of the zipper tape apart. Now we have the zipper foot on here. We're going to line the edge of the foot here along with the edge of the zipper tape. And you can feel it. Even though you can't see it on this side, you'll be able to feel it. You're going to put your presser foot down. Now I want to get a good stitch right next to the zipper teeth. If you want to do that, that's whenever you change the position of your needle. So on this Baby Lock Presto here, we're just going to click this button and we'll move it over to 2.0. Then when you put it under the presser foot, you're going to make sure that the edge of your teeth is lined up with the edge of your foot. Now, you can't really see it from the bottom side of the zipper itself, but you'll be able to feel it. So that the zipper teeth is going to run alongside the zipper foot here while you are sewing it, just to make sure that the stitch is straight. So I'm going to go ahead and start stitching. You're going to want to back stitch, of course. That's going to be 3 stitches forward and then 3 stitches back, and then you go forward. Now remember as you're sewing to make sure that you take your pins out. And you can see that the edge of the zipper foot is stitching alongside the zipper teeth. And we'll stop there where it starts to curl the fabric. This is the part where you want to make sure that your needle is down into the zipper tape and the fabric. We're going to lift our presser foot and we're going to zip the zipper back up by pulling on the zipper pull. It should just glide right through. If it doesn't, that means that your stitch line is too close to the zipper teeth itself, causing it to catch in the teeth. And that's when you want to go ahead and seam rip it and start over. So from here, after you've zipped it all the way up, we're going to go ahead and put it back down. Now everything is nice and flat, and we're going to go ahead and continue stitching. And we're reaching the end. You'll be able to tell because of this little metal piece that's going to be your zipper stop. We're going to stop right next to there, right there. Then we're going to go ahead and back stitch. So that's going to be 3 stitches backwards and 3 stitches forward. And the great thing about this machine that I love, you can just cut your thread there and take it out. So moving over here, we're going to go ahead and cut the thread right at the edge, and the other side will be here has a little bit of a tail. Okay, now it's all nice and clean. We're gonna go ahead and flip this fabric out this way. And then we're going to repeat the same process on the other side. Now that we're stitching the other side of the zipper, we want to go ahead and change our zipper foot to the other side. I'm just going to push this back button here, move it over, and we're going to snap it back on. And now we are going to adjust the position of the needle again. So this time we want to be on the right side. So I'm going to push the plus button here until we get to where we want to be. We'll do 4.5. Then we will open this up and unzip the zipper. Once again, same process. And as you're stitching this side, we'll just leave this portion out. You want to just make sure it's out of the way. And then we will start stitching. Now we're near the end. We're gonna go ahead and make sure that your needle is down into your fabric. Lift up your presser foot. And then we want to zip the zipper back up. And then we put the presser foot back down so that we can continue. And here we're nearing the end where that zipper stop is. So I'll stop there, go back 3, and then forward 3 just to reinforce that stitch. And then we'll cut it. Once you're done with that, and if you happen to be sewing on a garment where you need to finish up here, of course, finish that first. Sometimes that will hide the zipper tape. If not, if you don't want to sew over it, then I would suggest cutting it. In this situation, we're going to go ahead and cut it. So we'll flip to this side and just make sure that we trim it here so that it matches the edges together. Let me show you here. We're just going to trim here. And of course, you can do the same to the bottom. You can just cut it through, or you can flip it up and sew it, whichever way you'd like to finish it. And now you have a zipper. You can unzip it. And this one isn't separating, so it's still together. You can zip it up as well. And of course, if you don't want your zipper to show, then you can move your needle position so that it's closer to the zipper teeth here. But in this case, we show a little bit just because it adds that pop of color. And that's how you sew a zipper. Don't forget to follow Mr. Sewing Machine on all social media platforms, including Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Thanks for watching. Now you know how to stitch it.